Suchi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sunamki Jola Benchir Sangye Drupar Shok Sangye Chudan Soki Chonamla Janchu Bardu Dagni Kapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sunamki Jola Benchir Sangye Drupar Shok Sangye Chudan Soki Chonamla Janchu Bardu Dagni Kapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gibe Sonamki Jola Benchir Sangye Drupar Sho
Shogity Bogity. Good coffee, thank you. Wherever he is. Oh, you're here.
Hi, how are you?
Just to smell it.
Name the 3 divisions of the true impressionists. I didn't want to call them that. The true impression group of the mind-only school. Yeah, that's it.
Wait, what'd you say?
That was a joke.
Oh,
Say again?
Oh, my name.
Okay, not necessarily in that order.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, and the checker patterns are third.
Oh, nah, half eggshell was a way of, no. Okay, half eggshell is which? The first, second, or third?
Second.
Agreed.
This is our footnote. This is the selection we're in the middle of.
Right.
And this is the list.
Oh, yeah.
So just to check yourself if you want to. By the way, this is misspelled.
So
right?
Charles was one of them?
No, they're not called that, right? They are the, something to do with nyam?
Nyam?
Is it infinity or something?
No. Nyam meaning, yeah, what's so equal about them?
What's shown and what's perceived?
Yeah,
Right.
they're the subject-object equalists.
Good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 'cause it's 0%, 100%, 50-50,
And then there's the one that you're particularly forgiven for not remembering because we haven't explained them yet. But we know just that they're called the...
That's not the checker pattern school.
They're not called that, no.
not the eggshellists.
They're also not called the eggshellists. They're...
The bias force?
No, they're called the multiple things are not two things school, or the multiple
Yeah,
things
exactly.
are non-dual school, or something.
Multiplicity non-dual school.
Yeah, Tibetan for the first one. We had one, I gave you one of the words.
What, the nyams?
Yeah, the nyams are the
Nyams. Good.
subject object.
Zhang Yang.
Changyam, Sungjin.
What are these?
Yes, right. Sung Jing Chang. Okay, good to guess what passes the quiz.
I'm watching it.
Just
looking at it.
Right.
So-
Oh, half
sorry,
eggshellists.
Mot says
Different.
Change.
Yeah, that's right.
I was calling out
Yeah.
all
Is
my
it?
chocolate.
No,
Yeah. Right.
Don't
Gong. Yeah, Gonga Chetel. That's
Yeah,
it.
by the way, cell in this case just means piece.
Mhm.
Half piece, half a piece.
piece.
Half a chunk, half a chunk.
I.e. Right.
Half chunk.
Not peace in the Middle East. And then the whatever mixed non-dual group, for lack of a better so far translation.
Duels need.
Yeah, not so.
That's nice.
What? Not so.
How do you say non-dual?
Yin yang,
Me,
yin yang.
ni, yang.
It's not yin yang, it was a different word. for it.
Yeah, I think it's like Nisu Meba or something. I don't even remember.
He
Let's-
calls it not so
Nime.
not so nime.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try. How does Master Gensangwa explain the name of the equal number subject-object group? How does he explain why they're called that? I mean, we didn't cover much else but this and the other questions, so this is what I gotta ask
The
you.
object and the subject have equal
What?
beings,
Equal beings?
equal value. They both.
In what way? Yes, but
Reality.
how so? Well, what is equal on both sides is what's fascinating.
Seeds.
Everything.
Seeds. Go back downstairs.
Of course not.
Yes, but well, we're elaborating up here. You're correct.
Everything.
Coming from the same source.
No, but I mean, whatever, however many colors they have,
Yeah.
it will be
Yeah.
how
That's
many
when you-
seeds From the mind.
Yeah, right. Okay, seeds, sure, but impressions, number.
Impressions.
Right,
Yeah,
right. As many aspects as there are to the object, there are that many aspects arising in the mind which is preceding the object.
Come from seeds.
Yeah. $50 from Nick. Yeah.
Right at you.
Right, yeah, okay, basically right. They are called the equal. I don't think that I would say that. Nyam means even, or equal. Anyway, yeah, for all the essential parts of the color blue, that same number of things present themselves to the mind that sees blue. And the state of mind seeing blue arises with just as many impressions for the blue and everything that comes with it. Whatever the heck that means. But it's definitely what he says. How does he, again, Sanwa, explain the name of the half eggshell group?
He does not.
That's not true that he doesn't explain it. We just don't understand how it explains it. I didn't say what does explain it or how would you explain it. I asked how he explained it. I was very careful about that because I don't understand it.
Well, because
Something on
the
multiple
object-
aspects, right?
Yes, would you elaborate?
I don't know if it's just the object is presenting a dominant quality, and that is what is perceived by the mind.
Yeah, the object is, yeah, that's right. And we're saying that's what's perceived by mind, but be careful because he doesn't say, and that's all the mind sees. He actually says the mind arises with that impression, like the mind that comes into being. At the same time that the object is showing stuff, there's a mind popping up. And then that mind has in it. So in this case, what in his example of a patterned quilt or a tartan or a kilt, a patterned quilt?
I was in the mood of kilt.
A kilt made from a quilt. What's arising when you got the red and the blue and the green and the purple and the...
Various colors, each one of the colors.
No, yeah, pattern, color pattern, the
Just
object,
pattern.
the nampa, that one nampa.
Yeah, word
You know,
size.
it's just saying color pattern. It's not saying blue, don't forget yellow, don't forget red. It's saying color pattern.
From the object side?
Yes, and
In? I don't.
What arises?
what's arising in the mind?
The impression. One aspect.
Same thing. Yeah, same thing. The mind is also saying color pattern. They're called the half eggshellists because they believe that not every essential part of the color blue, or which the color blue depends on, is presented to the mind. Only blue is presented. That mind perceiving blue does not arise with these other impressions. The only impression it arises with is blue. Blue.
After his book comes out, there's going to be all these subgroups among the half eggshellers.
Right, of us all interpreting this differently.
Explain the half eggshell.
Oh no. Right. Okay. You're on, boss.
All right. We're on the third one,
Yay.
which is
What's the
called
third
Natsok.
Sung Zin Sung Zim
Natso Nime.
Yime.
The
Oh,
non-dual variety school. Non-dual variety.
Non-dual variety show.
Okay. And here it starts right here.
Casey Michael.
Yang.
Young boy do de se chiki che soki nye pa te ni ki rang zin yo chen de la nam pa te young yo chen de ngo boy je sok jin ye im nam den du tu mi kye war ngo san shik ki nam den tu kye te.
Okay. So we're talking about the third one, okay? Yang number dupte ze chiki. If you take the chepa, which is dupte ze jik with mumbo,
That's part and parcel with blue.
what's the chepa?
Sorry, object.
Is made.
The quality of having been made,
Yeah.
okay? The made quality of the blue, okay? Yang number dupte ze chiki cheso. Chinye paham, however many qualities there may be, that many qualities are presented, nambate, to the subject that is perceiving them. Okay? So lots of qualities like, hey, I'm not just blue, I'm also a made thing. Okay? By the way, where is this all happening?
At the moment.
In the kunchi. In the kunchi. The seed for blue is opening, the karmic seed for blue is opening in the 8th part of your mind. The karmic seed for blue is opening in the 8th part of your mind. And then the part of your mind which already ripened from seeds is seeing it. So that gets pretty weird
Oh, Lord.
if they don't match.
Yeah.
That gets really weird if they don't match. If the object says, I have 10 qualities, please, and the mind says, I only see you as one. Within the mind itself, this is getting weird.
Yeah, right.
Okay, got it?
We accept our objects which we know they will go.
Yeah, this school doesn't accept that the color blue is outside of the person who sees it.
Do all all parts of the mind only school accept the fact that there's no other object?
Yeah, I mean, that's their defining, one of their defining positions. Yeah, but it's a good question.
When he
Okay.
introduced the general category, he said so.
So anytime a color presents itself to your mind, it is also suggesting, hey, I'm made, and I'm not those other colors, and many, many other, I'm one of the things in the universe. When blue talks to you, it says many things, okay? And it presents those many qualities to the mind. Now the question is, does the mind detect all of them?
It does not.
Okay, does the mind necessarily detect that the blue is something made? For example, being made is part and parcel
Yes.
with blueness,
Yeah.
but does the mind necessarily detect that blue is made?
He says no.
Yeah, and if it did, we wouldn't have to present the most fundamental syllogism of all Buddhism.
Consider sound.
Dach chemitate chepiche.
Yeah, that's
This should be like a mantra for you. Dach chemitate chepiche. Let's take sound. It's changing things because it's made. If the mind which saw sound already saw that it was made, that syllogism would be unnecessary in the universe. Okay? All right. Now, the quality of being made is yelling from the blue to the mind, kyang, and there's our clue. But what's he going to say? Anticipate translation. Anticipate what's coming next. Probably when you fly a plane, you have to do that. Like, where am I going to be in 2 seconds relative to that guy? What's he going to say after but? All these suggestions are sent to the mind, but
They don't receive all of
the mind doesn't get it. The girl sends you 10 messages and you're like, what? Right? That's boys, right? You're like, what? Or, what? The girl sent a message, the guy didn't get it. That's the point, okay? Kyang, but, here we go, Kyang, Yuchen.
Yeah.
Yuchen de.
Right. We did read it.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Yuchen Mikke in those aspects.
It's not arise with those.
Yeah, meaning the mind doesn't detect those qualities.
Just blue.
Even though the blue is announcing that it has those qualities, the mind doesn't get it. The mind doesn't detect it.
Christina's question, which is, how does it choose that one quality that it's going to share?
Yeah, right,
Oh yeah, Mikke Rangon Sam Shiki Namden Dike. Namden means having that aspect, okay? Just the aspect of being blue. That's all that's recorded in the mind, by the mind. Then he takes it down to the same old example,
We can translate it without
which is
looking
looking at a carpet that Rinpoche, my Lama, we went shopping together for a carpet for the temple. And here's a guy who's never bought a carpet in his life. He's never seen a car. He had never seen a bicycle in his life. And here he is in this big store, and he's telling me which carpet to buy. And I'm like, well, which one? And he said, buy the one that already looks like someone threw up on it. Then when someone throws up on it,
You won't be able to tell.
nobody will be able to tell.
Is that the one that's still in?
And it's still there. Yeah, it has survived. People spilled countless things on it, but it looks like part of the pattern. So I always think of that carpet when I get to this section. Chanzin, Wangshe.
Chanting, Wangshe, La. la yo chavoi no ser so chine ki nampa te kyang mikshe de la chavoi no ser so chine ki nam den du mike wa cha tsamgi nam den du ke wa shin yin yive chir na so nime ba she jiao sun.
Okay, good. So let's take the throw-up carpet, pre-throw-up carpet. It is presenting itself to the sense perception, and there's a blue and yellow colors, etc., inside of the multicolored carpet, and the carpet is suggesting, it's sending suggestions to the mind. Look, I have yellow, I have blue, I have red. Okay, and just like the messages sent from a girlfriend to a boyfriend, the sense consciousness doesn't get it. You know, huh? What? Okay. All they see is something about the girl, okay? They don't get all the messages that she wants to send to the guy, okay? Got it? So, Mikshe de la Torre Ngoser Sok Jini, however many messages she sent, Mike, it doesn't register in the mind, okay? What does anything register in the mind? Cha tsam. No, cha. The mind says pattern. Yeah, just pattern. Nam den du kewa shin yin. Therefore, they are called the Nazo Nime school.
Various, but not dual.
What do you think it means, Nime here?
Not multiple different
There's only
things.
one aspect.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. It's almost like from the object side, Natsok, and from the subject side, Nime.
Right.
You know, from the object side, look, I'm all different colors. And from the subject side, I only see one. It doesn't distinguish between different parts. But isn't that what number one was?
No,
Can you now tell us a difference? The prophet is going to tell us a difference.
or instead I will. The first one, you know, countless things come from the object and countless things arise in the mind.
One-to-one school.
Yeah.
The one-to-one
In
school.
the second one, countless things arise from the object, but only one arises. No, sorry. In the second one thing comes from the object and one thing comes from the mind.
Is that correct?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
We could check, but yes,
It sounds okay.
it's true. Only blue is sent from the object, only blue arises in the mind. Only ka is sent from the object, only ka arises in the mind. And in
Okay.
this case, the object is sending lots of things,
Right.
but only one is arising in the mind. There's one option we didn't get, which would be absurd, but didn't happen, which is one coming from the object and lots arising in the mind. It'd be fun if that was the new school we invented.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, so in the third one, the different colors are separately sending messages, but all it sees is pattern.
Yeah.
What's the second one?
Second one has edges.
It's sending pattern and you're seeing pattern?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can know if things are part and parcel of it.
Yeah, okay.
What
Okay,
we
good.
don't know is what the heck that has to do with eggs.
Yeah, now that's going to spawn a whole new
Yeah, there's eggs.
religious sects who will fight with each other. You know, they will kill each other. Are you a full egg school? No.
Go debate on that debate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so we do have to go back.
How far back?
I will tell you.
I didn't make a mark
I did.
where we went to the.
We are at.
Just read it. Deyan Kado?
Yeah, correct. That's it.
Okay, let's start there. Okay, please start.
Deyan kadok tawo zimbe mikshe yi den zimbe tse yogi ngo ne ngo ser
Ngo ser.
sok min drawa rebe nam batek ching yo chengi ngo ne kyang ngo ser sok min drawa rebe nam den du kewar de
Kepar.
bate,
Kepar.
I'm sorry. Kepar de Bena. Sung Tin Zhang Yam Dan.
Translate.
Okay, then the this first school, the
One-to-one.
subject object even count as even school.
Yeah, equal number school.
When the eye looking at a multicolored pattern, at that time that it's seeing it, from the object side.
Good, Moomin side. Yeah.
Blue, yellow, and the like are
Are directed towards the subject.
Minja.
Different ones, different colors.
Ones. Yeah,
Different colors are
non parte.
Are-
Are being projected.
projected to the mind.
Yeah. Yochengin from
Nene.
Yolchen's from the mind side though. Blue, yellow, and all those others.
It does know.
And sorry, not
Yeah,
and, not
yeah.
though, but and. They also are arising. And so if someone thinks that, then we put them in that school, in the subject-object count, even in school.
Yeah, the one-to-one school. If 100 messages are coming from the carpet, the mind is picking up 100 messages. Which is, it's a question, because how long do you have to see 100 messages, you see? Does the mind really record everything about an object when the object appears to it? And if it doesn't, then how can you say blue is made if you didn't think about it or you didn't perceive it? Okay, it's all an interesting question, especially if the blue is coming up in your own mind. The thing that has the 100 qualities is coming up in your own mind. You're watching something in your own mind. Okay, it all gets weird. Okay, and the bottom line is it's all impossible anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how you cut it up. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Next paragraph.
Yang yogi ngone ngoser sok mindrawa re de nampa de la. Yochengi ngone ngoser sok mindrawa re de nam chendu mikye.
Makyo.
Makye wa katsamgi nam dendu ke par de pe na gona jetsel tam. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, or it could have been Kiawar without the S, but anyway. Which is why I put a question mark. Oh, let's look what he said above. Oh, yeah, Mikepa. Here it is, confirmed here.
Great.
Okay, all right.
So, then if someone has, for the half eggshell school.
Good.
For the on the side of the object, from the side of the object, blue, yellow, and all the other ones each appear, each are being sent. From the side of the mind, blue, yellow, and all the other ones don't arise.
Yeah, not recorded, not detected.
Only multicolored pattern.
Only pattern. Yeah. Okay.
Arises in that mind. If you think that, then we put you in the half eggshell school.
Okay, so that's not what
That's
we
the-
said it was earlier. We said that the object was presenting pattern, and that the mind saw.
Yeah, we
Now
did.
we're saying,
Yeah,
no,
this
the
is
object
contradictory.
presenting-
Well, this one sounds like the other guy's number 3.
No, the other guy's number 3 is 1 and 1, and this is more comfortable, by the way, for an egg than what we got from the other guy, because the other guy's number 3 was it's just sending pattern and you're just seeing pattern, but this one is saying it's sending all of the details, but you're just getting pattern, which is
It's confusing.
yeah.
You gotta sit with it. You figure it out. By the way, let's go to the third one, and maybe we'll get some clarification, or maybe not. Who would we trust more, by the way?
Wouldn't we? Whether we we could.
I'm
We
just.
could say that someone else states another opinion, but we just say what our author says, right?
The author here is not who wrote 12149, Nick? 12149. Might be Janya Shepa, I don't know. 12149.
Well, and it's apparently the opinion of a guy who we couldn't find.
By the way, that high number is not a very famous author, probably.
I mean, Gen Sangwa, who we don't know who that.
Chijik Kalka Nawan Kalka.
Oh,
Yeah, well.
sorry about that. He's totally usually right. The Mongol.
Well, you know,
This
I
is words Mongol.
I can compare them both, and I can also check for carving stuff because, you know,
Okay.
a ma in the wrong place could undo everything.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to skip to the third one,
Okay.
which is way, way down here. Here we go.
Oh boy, yang de tarn zive te yogi nune kyang de gong cha tsamgi nan ba de yo chengi nune kyang no so minjawa re re nam den du ma ke par cha tsamgi nam den ke par de pe na not so mi sume ba she chuto.
This de is almost certainly ngo. Okay,
Oh yeah.
right? Which leaves us with this D hanging out there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Could have typed it twice back.
I mean, it should be yellow or something here. If you're on the anticipation theory of translation, it's got to be another color here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Might be no car. Okay, I don't know. But this is wrong. Okay. Anyway, it means many colors. We don't know which colors. Okay, blue and something else.
In this case, they're not sent. It's not sending many colors.
Yeah, good. In the third case,
Right.
messages are not sent to the mind, and
Right.
just the
Only.
pattern is sent to the
Right.
mind.
Right. And then.
And from the mind side,
Same. It's not arising.
Yeah,
Although
yeah.
It's just arising with pattern.
yeah,
Um,
which kind of sounds like the other guy's second one.
it
I'm not
does.
sure, but you work on it.
Okay.
You work on it. Tell us if they match or not.
I mean.
If they
yeah.
don't match, maybe that's why it's half an egg. You threw the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, if you think that, ostensibly you are part of the not so meta, the multiple things ain't too.
Yeah, so those were nam-dembas, mind-only nam-dembas,
Yeah, they believe in the
true
appearance,
aspect.
true impressions.
true impression. And what would be, and in the anticipation school of translation, what might come next?
Oh, this should be the false impression school.
Good, divisions of the false impression school, which is exactly what comes. Yay! So I mean, a lot of how I figure out text is just guessing what should come. Close your eyes and think what the heck should come next, and you got half the next sentence is finished for you. Okay,
Cool.
here we go. Nam Zumba.
Nam zuba, nam zumba la yang, chi che nam zumba tang, chi me nam zumba ni ye, de kefar ni sum zengi shefe ngo la chi me lip ma lekin kefar de pe wangi so.
Okay, the people who say the aspect is false, okay, or the impression is false, there's two kinds of false. Chi-che and chi-me.
One is stained and one is not.
Yeah, one is stained and one is not stained, okay? Those people who say the impression is false and it's stained, and those people say the impression is false but it's not stained, okay? So what's the difference? And he says, I knew you were going to ask that. Dei Kirpani. The difference between them is Sunzinki shaping on
The object
yeah.
stained by some
Good.
impurity or defect.
Yeah, is it, yeah, how would you say that? Is it polluted or affected or screwed up by some kind of factor or not?
Or, yeah, he says or not, right? Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
and he doesn't go deeper into it. It could be that thing where do you have jaundice or you don't have jaundice, or, you know, or is your car moving and the forest is not moving, or, you know.
So and then the ones, like basically the distinction between these schools is made based on whether or not they believe that the mind, which holds the object, is affected by some defect.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Sometimes they say, what do they call that? There's a technical word.
Point of contention.
Cognitive.
Chalkitugyu, pukitugyu. For $50. Chalkitugyu, pukitugyu. $50. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, yay! This is a very, very famous. Chalkitugyu means temporary problem, like you're drunk or you're very jealous, or, and then pukitugyu means the problem that all beings are born with, which is believing that things come from their own side. Okay, so there's two things which screw up your perceptions. They could be temporary situations like having just drunk some alcohol, or it could be situations that go on for a whole lifetime, which is ignorance. Okay, okay. Next, and he doesn't go farther, so we don't know. But it might be useful to go look at another text, and I would have anticipated a little more detail about what is, what's the chima, what's the impurity you're talking about? Is it like jaundice or what is it? I would have liked if he had gone one more sentence. By the way, the author Feldman identifies the Tengyur source for these three schools in his selection, in that selection. So we could go there. We could go there to confirm which one of the readings is correct. Okay.
Right.
He mentions it. It's Umagen, I think.
I can try.
He mentions it.
Yeah.
Madhyamaka Alankara. I believe so. Umagen. Okay, now, just to perk you up, since you have the afternoon sleepiness, we're about to leave the mind-only school. One more sentence. Dun,
No,
dun, dun,
no,
dun.
it's not true.
Aren't we?
No, we're just about to leave the divisions of the mind-only school.
Oopsie. Really? Oh, I'm sorry. Really?
Yeah, we didn't talk about what they.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. False hope. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, guys.
Tidala.
Didala tatun nang seyi yewe tu ma yu kyang mang tu to la.
Boo, Mangdu To. Boo.
Kyang dir ma se do de pala yang sungjin chang nyam ba so sun yuharshe do.
Tadung for $20.
Actually.
No, it has nothing to do with Tung.
Oh, and
Oh, right
these
now?
days.
No. Okay, you lose. Tadung means there's still some more to say about this.
Oh.
There still is Tatung. Okay, there's still more to say about this.
Found out like now.
There's still lots of other divisions to the mind-only school, right? He was promising divisions, right? He says, Tadung Nangse ki yewa. Nangse means member, very similar to Chedog this morning, which there's lots of, members inside this. Still, there's a lot to say about this topic, but yeah, those are the two expressions we hate: Mang to talk and Shung Chamonatero.
Be too much for this book.
Yeah, Mang to talk means I don't want my book to go on too long. That's the first dissatisfactory statement you can make. What was the other one we had this morning?
Uh,
You can go look it up.
Yeah, go check the big books about, what was the subject? What was the subject? I don't remember. Who's
Allison's book.
About what?
Further details of the details of the ordination. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, three expressions.
Oh, really? Okay, anyway.
If you want to understand this
These
topic,
are the two
Go
frustrating
read a book.
things people can say. You know, I don't want my book to go on too long, so I'm not going to give you the examples you wanted. Okay.
Maybe it's in the explanation.
Huh?
Maybe it's in the explanation what they believe.
Maybe his sponsor wouldn't give more money for more pages. Okay, come dear Mase. Come dear Mase. Not only in this context of the mind-only school, okay, of the mind-only school, but also in the context of the Dodepas. We have these three divisions of one-to-one correspondence, etc.,
Oh, wow.
with the subject and the object, with the object and the subject, okay?
So you waited till now to bring it up.
Yeah, you know, yapar sheto, you see people say. Yapar sheto, okay? What's the Mayangat?
It's not necessarily true.
Yeah, it might be he doesn't really believe it, but he says, you know, you do see people say that these three divisions also apply to the sutras. And then he goes on because he doesn't want to touch it. Okay.
Yeah,
Monte. Yeah. Okay, yay, we're not done with the mind-only school, but we have a big division here. Please read.
Shiba, Drupta.
Wait. You're in Saramay Monastery. You want to impress the monks with your colloquial pronunciation.
Drumta.
Jumta. And it shouldn't be that. But if you say it that way, they'll say, ooh, your Tibetan is so good. Because you mispronounce it the way everyone else does. Okay.
So here's the fourth section on the mind.
Whoa. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're correct. Yeah. Here's the fourth section.
On the mind-only school, in which we'll try to figure out what they actually think.
Well, what are their beliefs?
And we're going to do that in three parts. We're going to talk about the way they view the original condition,
Nice.
the way they view the path,
Nice.
and the way they view the fruit of the path.
Nice. Yeah. So oftentimes there's a division of what's the original state of a thing, and then how do you apply your Buddhist practice to it, and then how will it be by the end? Like the human body is she. What's the original condition? Is mortal. Then you practice Tantrayana, for example, and then as a Devu you get an immortal body. So what's the original condition? How do you practice? And what do you expect to get out of it? It's a very classic division. In fact, the Sakya school, their Lam Rim is named Lamde. Yeah, after the last two. What's the path and what's the result to be expected? Okay. All right, here we go. Translate and explain.
Yeah, so here's the first of those, which will be the description of the mind-only's beliefs about the original condition. There are going to be two parts, and those will be divisions based on what they actually believe about the object and what they actually believe about the mind which perceives that object.
Nice. What's the original condition of the world that we perceive, and what's the original condition of the perceiver before we fix it? Okay. Here we go.
Damponi, sheja la dampani dang, tseni sungi nam shak zekyang, dundang dampa dang, chuni, tongi, chuyin.
Nice yin. You're on a roll today. Okay. By the way, we just hit in his text exactly the same place that we hit in Mani Padmanhum. Nick's text. Yeah, Nick just hit this sentence. Yeah. No, Dambani. Yeah, the two realities. That's the whole plastic woman and everything else. Okay. All right. Shejana.
first part of the section on the objects which can be held by the mind, we can divide all knowing things, all knowing things into the two truths.
Good.
The three. Oh, Namshat.
I'm sorry. This Namshat Ze distributes to Dembani and Tenyithum.
A presentation on the two
Oh, a presentation on the two truths.
Yeah.
and the three features
Or the
of
true
mind only
realities. The two realities of existing things.
Yep.
And the three definitions or qualities.
Yeah. And in the other direction, Sheja distributes to both.
Oh, wow.
So from the back, Namshak Zepa distributes to both. From the front, Sheja distributes to both.
Whoa.
Okay.
Two realities all
So
know
this school makes a presentation. Ze, you got to catch the Ze.
Okay.
Makes a presentation where they say all perceivable things can be divided into the
Two realities.
or
Or the
the three qualities
Oh, the three qualities
of the mind-only school.
Yeah, right.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah.
And then why he says Kyang is not totally clear to me. He says, but anyway, they believe,
Ultimate reality.
yep,
Thusness, suchness.
I like to call it the true nature of things. It's not Tenyi, it's Chinyi. Yeah, okay. Dharmata. Dharmata. Dombani.
Emptiness. and
Chiying.
The realm of is.
Yeah, I like it. The realm of all things. It's supposed to be mystical, reflected even in the pronunciation. Chiyin.
Yeah.
Chiyin.
Yeah.
The
They-
deep voice.
Oh, I see. They believe that those four all mean the same thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
The way
Nelu.
things are.
Yeah, the way things are. The way things lie, literally.
Uh-huh.
Okay. 5. They say those are all synonyms. So say the synonyms again for your audience.
Ultimate reality.
Okay.
Sorry. The true.
The true
way
nature of
The
things.
true nature of things.
Uh-huh.
Emptiness.
Uh-huh.
The realm of is.
The realm of all things.
And
Yeah.
the way things lie.
Yeah, which one of those 5 is reflected in Sedona vortexes? Chayin. Whoa. It's supposed to be a little whoa, okay? Even in Tibetan, it's like whoa. Okay. You're supposed to do your fingers like that. Why?
Count, does it always have to be disjunctive, or can it be
No.
like yeah?
If the syntax were different, it could be young. But here it's always disjunctive.
But
In this position, it's disjunctive.
But it's not, right? Yeah. It is.
Well,
yeah.
why it's but, I don't know. And we have to think about it.
Okay. Okay. I mean, okay.
Why we're questioning right now, the problem we have is that the sentence seems to say they divide all things into the two realities, and they also divide all things into three qualities that the Mind-Only School talks about:
Oh, this is
Shenwang, Kuntak, and Yongdrup.
Well,
Okay,
It implies that those 5 aren't Sheja.
I don't know, but they also say that these 5 words for emptiness all mean the same thing. Now, why there's a but between those? We got you're gonna tell us next class.
Or find a way
That's
to
your homework
translate it in a way
assignment.
that's equally ambiguous.
Yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
Dundabala,
Okay.
Jeriki,
Yeah. Okay.
Kansaki dagme chamo tang, Chugi dagme chamo ni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, extremely important qualifier.
Yeah.
Dejurik. And normally 90% of the time it's dejuriki gone. It's usually gone.
Are
Okay.
the ways that they express the division?
You add the expression dejurik. I'll give you an example. Nyangde la yena. Nyangde la dejuriki gone yena. Sakche nyangde. Sakme nyangde.
Right.
And
They're
Rangshin
not real
Nyangde.
divisions, they're
Yeah.
divisions in name only.
Yeah. Which one is not nirvana? Yeah. So there's a thing called natural nirvana, which is emptiness. And when you make a list of all the things called nirvana, you can say it's wrong to say the divisions of nirvana are where you reach nirvana and you still have something left of you, or you reach nirvana and you don't have anything left of you, and natural nirvana. And when they introduce those three divisions, a responsible author will alert you that one of the divisions is not nirvana. It's just nominally called nirvana. It's emptiness. It's not where you got rid of all your mental afflictions. It's not that. So a responsible author will alert you that one of these divisions is just the same name, but not the real thing. He'll say Jeju Rikigone. You can call him. Jeju Rikigone means, nominally. In English, I think nominally, what's the definition of president? I mean, nominally, it's a responsible person. Huh? Got it? So it's almost like nominally. It's to alert the reader that the division is not a real one. Now, and then the game is what? Trying to figure out which one's not real, or why it's not a real division. Okay, here we go. Din Dampala. Okay.
Yeah,
ultimate. The ultimate. He didn't say Dimba.
Is
The ultimate.
divided into
Yeah.
The
Subtle lack of a
true nature to
good.
people.
Good. And
The subtle lack of
true nature to things.
So,
Okay.
yeah, one of these two. Well, that's okay. Look,
I
one
think-
of these things aren't going to be the real Dindam. And
Well, I think the mind-only school people might say that what they call the emptiness of a person is not real. It's not real emptiness. Okay. It doesn't last forever. It's not singular. It's independently acting. Those are said to be the emptiness of people, but they're not emptiness. Got it? Okay.
So he's using nominal from the Prasangika authors.
Oh no, that's a great question. I think even from a mind-only school point of view, it's called the emptiness of people,
I
but
mean, fortunately, it looks like he's about to elaborate since the next line is Dongpo.
Yeah.
Here, we hope. I mean, in his, one of these two is not going to seem so ultimate to them. We hope.
he is going to explain it.
Yeah.
You're right.
Cool.
He does explain it quite specifically.
Nice.
Okay, stopped here. Yes, okay. 22, sorry. Yeah, I hate this keyboard. Did I say that?
Yeah, it's not the best.
Okay.
Sashi
Shibuki Jushin Totam Rinam Nishin and Gambadi Sange Shindu Mite Uagi Roku Namda Shina Chupasho Idam Guru Radhamandala Kamya Dayami Di Kyewokun Sanam Yeshe Tsotsoshin Sanam Yeshe Lechue Tamba Kunyi Topasho.
Thank you.
So don't forget your homework. We want to know why two of those three seem to be the same. And you probably have to go to Madhyamaka Alamkara.
Okay, I'll look.
Yeah, Omani Baby.
Try to get the references.
You're all invited to a yoga class led by Anatole, I think, at the yoga studio, Nick and Aaron's yoga studio. Okay, Village Yoga. Don't forget to leave a donation at the door. If you want. Okay, so let's try to start by 2. It's 1:30 now. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, yeah. The key's under the door.